Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new, then welcome. My name is Faith Hill and thank you so much for joining me today. So today I have this nice, effortless, classic Valentine's Day glam for you guys. I really like the way it turned out. I think you can do any color lip with this eye. I think that's really interchangeable. I just think that it turned out really good. I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I will list all the products down below and all of that. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. I respond. And yeah, I think that's all, you guys. If you guys want to see how I got my classic effortless Valentine's Day glam, then of course you know what to do. Just keep on watching the video. So I already started off by doing my left eye and I did my eyebrows off camera, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I did my left eye and repeat the same steps on my right eye. So the first thing that I want to do is prime, and I've been priming with a concealer lately, so I'm just taking my Maybelline, my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm using the shade Honey. And that's also the same thing that I use to conceal underneath my eyebrows, so I'm just going to also bring that all over my whole entire eyelid. And then I'm going to just take a blending brush and I'm going to blend that out all over my lid. And ignore my fingernail. I broke it, and I broke it in a really, I guess it's kind of a funny way. I was scratching my weave and I broke it. So I'm scratching my weave pretty hard. I'm like really over weave right now. I can't wait to get my weave out, but I'm trying to hold off for like another 2 weeks just so I can have it for a total of 2 months. That's like a good time for me to keep my weave in, just so I can, like, you know, make the most out of it. So yeah, once I do get my weave out though, I do want to do like a hair journey, because I believe I'm fully natural at this point. I've been transitioning for like 2 years now. Every time I get a sew-in, I clip my ends, so I believe that at this point where I'm done cutting off all those relaxed ends. So if you want to see like a hair journey video, let me know down below. I think that would be really fun to film. I've been taking pictures of like the process and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna take my weave out a little bit after Valentine's Day, and I want to film that video. I'm just gonna set that in place with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, just because, you know, of course you want a nice, smooth, non-sticky base to start off with your eyeshadows. And this is a Wet n Wild blending brush. It's like $1. I got it at Kroger. So the kind of look I was going for is just like a pretty simple, I wanted it to be kind of pinky but still gold, just a very nice, like, simple eye look. So like I said, I wasn't sure what I was going for when I started, so I pulled out a couple different palettes. So today we're going to work with the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Makeup by Mario palette a little bit, and I'm going to use the shade Isabel as my transition color. Okay, so now I'm going back in with my Maybelline concealer after I just blended that all over my lid and in my crease, and I'm going to apply some concealer, kind of like, I'm not doing a cut crease, but I want to just map out where I'm putting my lid shade. So I'm just taking another Morphe brush in my Maybelline concealer, and I'm going to kind of like map out a half circle with this. Then I'm going to just leave the concealer tacky, because that's how I like to apply the lid color. And I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just going to flip it over on the other side. I'm going to spray it first with a little bit of, this is just a, I think it's a Moisture Surge face spray from Clinique. So I just sprayed my brush with a little bit of that. And then I'm going to be difficult and I'm going to go with my Jaclyn Hill palette. And of course you don't have to use these exact colors, brown, and all that, like all the basics will work. And I'm going to be taking the shade, I think it's called SBN. Yeah, I'm taking the shade SBN from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I don't remember what she said. I don't remember what she said that stands for, but that's the color that I'm taking. Then I'm going to take a little pencil brush like this from Morphe also, and I'm going to go back into my Master Palette by Mario, and I'm going to take the shade Violetta, which is like just a really nice brown. I've hit pan on a lot of these shades, but I really love this brown shade. I think it's like the perfect brown. So I'm going to take that on this little pencil brush, and I'm going to start putting that into my outer B. And I'm going to take another Morphe blending brush. And I'm bringing this brush all the way in here. And I'm going to do that one more time just to build up the color, because I do want it to be like a darker nighttime appropriate look. I'm going to go back into that shade Isabel with that same more tapered blending brush from Morphe, and I'm going to put that on the edges just so I can get that nice blown out look. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm taking the MAC pigment, and this is in the shade Tan, and it's the little mini ones. I'm so happy that you can get MAC pigments in little mini versions now, because unless you're like a makeup artist, I don't think any average consumer is ever going to go through just like one pigment, especially if you're like using it only on your eyes, not as a highlighter, like not using it in multiple ways. Those pigments are huge, so I'm really glad to start making them in these little ones. I picked up a few of them, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to basically go over where I put that SBN shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, just to intensify the look and add a little bit more glitz to that. We're just going to put this right over top of that other champagne-y bronzy shade. So now I'm just going to take this little blending brush again from Morphe, and I'm just going to blend those edges again just to make sure we don't have any harsh lines or anything like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my favorite eyeliner, and I'm just going to line my upper waterline. This is the e.l.f. eyeliner. I just love it. It's like $1 and it does the trick for me. I'm not a huge eyeliner girl, so I don't dabble into a lot of different eyeliners, so this one does the trick for me. Then I'm just going to apply some lashes. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my eyeliner and go over the lash line. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of my Maybelline Big Shot times Shayla mascara and put that on the lashes. Okay, so now let's move on to the face. So I'm going to be trying out a new, a new foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. Looks like this. I'm sure you have seen it. It's been like all over the internet. I got mine in the shade 330 Toffee Caramel, which I think is going to be an okay shade. I believe this is the same shade that I have in the Fit Me foundation, but I can't find that foundation, so I don't know for sure if it's the exact same shade, but I think this will work. I put it on the back of my hand when I got home, and I think it'll work. So we're going to be trying out a new foundation, so that's exciting. If you don't know, I'm a foundation junkie. I live for a new good foundation. I'm going to go ahead and prime with my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is like this is the one that like kind of fills in pores and is smoothing and all that good stuff. So I'm going to smooth out my skin where I have texture. And I have to be careful with this one, because this one, I like to mix primers, but I can't really mix primers with this one because this will ball up like so quick. The one con I don't like about this, like you have to use this on its own or like not mix areas. Like sometimes I'll put on a hydrating primer and then put this one on, and it's a mess, and this just rolls up into little balls, so don't do that. Okay, so let's go in with this foundation. It does have a pump, so props for the pump. We all love a pump. So I'm going to pump one pump on the back of my hand. I heard that it's very, very matte, so that'll be cool to see how matte it is. I'm going to just dot it on my face like I do most of my foundations. I put an Instagram poll up to see if you guys wanted to see me like do my makeup with it, and everybody said yes. And then somebody also told me that they tried it and it oxidized really, really badly, so we'll see if it oxidizes. I haven't personally had a problem with Maybelline foundations oxidizing on me. I've really only tried one, but I don't think I've had a problem with it oxidizing. So I feel like it's a good match. I feel like it matches my neck very well. But so far, I mean, I think it's definitely full coverage. And we're still going strong on this one pump. I don't know, we'll see. The only other foundation that I have that I use one pump is my Huda Beauty foundation. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to concealing now, because that's the next step. And I'm just also going to be taking another Maybelline product. I figure they'll work well together. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Honey, and I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the shade Light Medium, just to lighten it up a little bit, because this shade's a little, I like my highlight to be a little more dramatic even than this color. I like this concealer, but I feel like it's super creamy to the point where it creases on me, and I'm oily and my under eyes are gonna crease. So I need something a little bit more thick that's not gonna crease underneath there, and the Photo Focus should do that for me. I've ordered the ColourPop no filter concealers. I'm excited about, but they haven't shipped yet, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I ordered them like on Thursday, I think, and today's Monday, so maybe they'll ship. Hopefully they'll ship like tomorrow or the next day or something, because Shape Tape is canceled. I'm sure we all know why Shape Tape is canceled. So, and that was like, you know, holy grail concealer right there. So I'm kind of like looking for a new concealer. So hopefully hopefully the dang, what am I trying to say? Hopefully the ColourPop concealer can be my new, like, bae. Can be the new concealer that I reach for all the time. And can go holy girl status on me. Because that's what I need right now. So. Okay, and before I set anything, I'm going to go in and cream contour and add a little bit of dimension back to my face. And I'm just using what I always use. This is my Jordana Sculpt and Go stick. I'm going to go right into contouring. I'm going to take my NYX Contour Kit. I'm going to take the shades Toffee and Sculpt, and I'm going to take them on just this little Morphe brush that I like to use to contour and mix the shades, the two shades in the middle, because I want to just deepen up my cheekbones. So now I'm going to move on to blush. I'm going to take my favorite blush. This is MAC's blush in the shade Gingerly. And then for highlight, I'm going to take Hustler Baby by Fenty Beauty, and it's so cute. They came out with these little mini, well, not mini ones, but there's this little like mini set of it comes with a little highlighter, and I'm pretty sure they did this highlighter because I think this is probably the most popular one from the line, and they noticed it when it launched. But it came with that, and then it also came with a gloss bomb, and the gloss bomb is probably like my favorite thing from the launch. So yeah, but I wanted to try this. I have Trophy Wipe, like I don't ever use it because I don't know how to use it. Like I see people use it so beautifully, but when I use it I look like a real trophy, and you know, some people, they just use it in a more flattering way, so I have to experiment with that some more. But we're gonna use this today, and I'm gonna highlight my nose first, and I think this is like the perfect highlight for this look and like for Valentine's Day, because it has like that nice pinky undertone to it, like pinky champagne undertone. So I think it's perfect. I'm not gonna highlight too intensely though, because we want to keep it a little natural. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit of this little miniature moisture surge from Clinique, and I'm gonna spray that all over my face, and then I'm gonna blend everything with the beauty blender while it's still wet. So I'm gonna just take my Makeup by Mario Master Palette, and I'm going to take that orange shade Isabel and run that underneath the lash line. And then I'm going to finish that off with that same mascara from Maybelline and MakeupShayla, the Big Shot Colossal in the shade The Blackest Black. Okay, so I went to go fix my hair, and I ended up burning my hand with my curling, or my flat iron. So I have butter on it, so I think my hand looks greasy. It has butter on it. I also took off that lip because I don't know, it just wasn't looking appealing by any means. So I'm gonna just do what I know. That was like something that I was trying out. I don't like it, didn't like it. I'm gonna go back with Cork. I'm gonna take Honey Love from MAC and just kind of dab this on. Then I'm gonna top it off with my little cute mini gloss bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. Haven't even opened it yet. It's so cute though. I was trying to use it. Smells majestic. Yeah, this is, you should wear this on Valentine's Day for sure. This lip gloss, because the lip's gonna smell good, taste good, and look good, of course. Okay, you guys, so this is gonna be the finished look. I really like the way it came out. I think it's a really effortless, nice Valentine's Day glam for sure. This will be definitely like in my kit of, not my kit, but in my rotation of like ideas for Valentine's Day. I'm not sure how I want to do my makeup yet, but if I want to go more glam, this is more glam for me, then this would definitely be something that I would do. And of course the lip is interchangeable. I have one lip color that I really want to try out. It's like a really dark dark red from Too Faced. I wanted to try that out, but not with this eye. This just looks like too timeless to me, like just too classy. This is like really classy signature glam for me. So yeah, I hope that it was easy and you could follow along. If you have any questions, of course, just leave those down below. I'd love to chat with you guys in the comments. And I hope that you guys have a lovely Valentine's Day, whether you may be in a relationship or you're single. Just make sure you're spending it with your loved ones, because that's really, you know, what every day is about. Making sure you're with your loved ones, talking to your loved ones, considering your loved ones. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. If you want to see one more Valentine's Day look, let me know down below and I can cook something up. Like cook something a little bit more simple or a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more colors, you know, anything. So just let me know down below what you guys are feeling. And yeah, I think that's all that I have to say, you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. See you working hard, wanna let you know I'm proud, let you know that I admire what you do.